Hello Internet, welcome back to the Blade Showcase for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and today we finally have reached Poppi QT. Poppi QT has been on the back burner on this channel for quite some time, mainly due to the fact that I'm trying to figure out what exactly her niche was. I've been going over various combinations on Poppi Swap. I've been looking at different build ideas that you guys have suggested, in whether it's in comments or Twitter DMs or the like. But basically, the general consensus for Poppi QT is the fact that while she is designed as an evasion tank and she can reach that end fairly nicely, I find that really her main niche is the fact that she's the most malleable out of all the different Poppi forms. This is mainly due to the fact that obviously Poppi Alpha, I've said many times before, to be the best tank in the game, while Poppi QT Pi is the best attacker in the game. So Poppi QT kind of fills a strange middle ground in comparison to the other forms, mainly due to the fact that she doesn't have a very established niche. More than anything, she exists to fill in whatever might be missing on your team, and that would be her niche at this point, is that anything that you find missing. She can also work as a nice emergency cooldown with her evasion abilities, and she also comes with a very reliable and quick to execute smash ability, so that's all pretty good stuff. But today I've decided that we're going to try to run her as a bit of a team healer off tank. So the first thing we're going to look at is going to be her Courtship. I've decided to use the Tachyon chip mainly because we want to increase the aggro from specials and driver arts while also giving ourselves as much auto attack damage as we can get. Now, the Prion chip actually gives more auto attack damage. I think we're off by like 13 points. However, you do lose out on block rate and critical rate, as well as the additional ability or the additional effect of increased aggro. So keep that in mind. When it comes to her affinity chart, this is pretty nice. So the first thing I want to look at is going to be Flash Boot. Flash Boot is extremely valuable because this stacks with Fast Blade Switch on her Poppi Swap. This means that you can easily switch into her and then out of her and then back to her again when the need arises. Like I said, she does have the evasion, and when you're in the part of the game where you only have the tank or the Poppi Alpha and Poppi QT, it does work as a nice emergency cooldown if you need to evade or do a smash or then switch back into your shield for good tanking and survivability. There's also Flash Counter, pretty basic 320% physical damage counter attacks whenever you get hit, and Velocity Gear. Velocity Gear is quite useful because it gives you an additional 15% chance to evade enemy attacks. If you can run this in tandem with having agility modifiers for all of your Poppi forms, this could be pretty useful. However, it's not entirely reliable, and it's more of a bonus than anything else. Also, it does say that it gives a 15% chance for you to land perfect hits. I actually don't know what this means. I tried Googling it a bunch of times, so if anyone in the comments can please let me know what exactly a perfect hit is, if it has anything to do with quick time events like Google is telling me. I'd very much like to know, but unfortunately I'm kind of left in the dark for this particular one. So, but yeah, that basically does it for the affinity chart. Looking at her build, we're going to be looking at the additional damage. We want to give her some more damage because more damage means more healing for the AB attack team heal for my level 2 specials. I like having it on the level 2 special because it hits multiple times. As well, there is going to be system reset if ever we get inflicted with doom. Fast Blade Switch is a good skill ram to have, again, because it stacks with her passive already. Affinity Max Evade is also very useful. Basically, it's mainly just trying to give her as much damage as we can while still maintaining her ability to avoid. I've given her the Elemental Core Dark. Feel free to switch this out. Unlike Poppi Alpha, there is no restriction to what element Poppi QT can have. So yeah, have anything that's missing from your team and then just slap it on there and then never think about it ever again. Recharge Boost is also very useful if we're constantly on the lookout for spamming our level 2 combos to heal everyone, and let's see, and that basically about does it, I think. So yeah, like, not too much. There is quite a bit of investment, so again, like with all the Poppi forms, you have to really slave over Tiger to get things done. That being said though, she is mainly just sort of a filler, so don't feel the need to completely max out her charts in comparison to Poppi QT Pi or Poppi Alpha. That being said though, it's kind of in the middle of the road anyway, so I think the developers kind of knew that she was the middle of the road for these characters. So yeah, that basically about does it. So we're going to go ahead, cut the video, and we're going to see the boss battle. You know something? It wouldn't be a Poppi build video if we didn't fight against Tyranitar Chronicles, so here we go again and again and again. So, the main thing about Tyranitar Chronicles, part of the reason why I added the system reset is just because the murder rate is probably his most deadly of attacks. Other than that though, it's pretty much going to be a standard fight of building up our meters in order to get ourselves the team heals. So I'm going to wait until the level 2 special comes out. And we're also not going to be the primary tank, but if ever aggro does come to me, then that should be okay. It's mainly just we're using the Tachyon chips to give ourselves that additional aggro boost, just so that it never affects our attackers or it never affects our healer. So yeah, we're going to keep that in mind. We're going to try and go ahead with a maybe 3 levels of darkness. I think that would be good. So we can go ahead and let Morak do this. And the nice thing about having a level 2, I've done this many times before, but whenever you have a level 2 combo, that means you get to do the first 2 stages of a blade combo, and I think that would be just more useful overall, so that's why I prioritize putting the HP, or the team heal, onto there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do level 4 combo just so you guys can see what it looks like. I really like these ones, so whenever you're fighting Tyranitar Chronicles, like, we're going to do the boss showcase for this boss, like, that's inevitable, that's gonna happen. But, this is one of those fights where you really do have to start looking at your invincibility cooldowns and then making as much use of it as you can. The scatter shot is quite useful as well, due to the fact that you can actually evade all of these. It's one of the better evasion moves in the entire game, actually. This is mainly just due to the fact that it hits many, many times, and also lasts quite some time as well. So you can also consider it one of your best defensive cooldowns when you're playing this game. Okay, so again, start canceling, cancel everything. I've also, I'm not really one to toot someone else's horn, but one of the other things about this particular blade is that if you do a scatter shot and then you cancel that at the right time into a chain attack, you actually gain the damage bonuses. There's a bit of timing, and it's probably a glitch, I think, because I remember doing it several times before using a, but it was when I was using a, what's it called? Ether Cannon blade. But, that's something that you can keep in mind, though. You can do some pretty crazy amounts of damage, and it works as a really, really nice bonus for when you're initiating your chain attacks as well. So, yeah, just one more thing that Poppi QT can do. I'll see if I can actually do it for today's video, because why not? Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get myself a Earth Element. Okay, no, we're gonna go for Electric. I just realized that we don't have an Earth Element on our team, do we? Oh yeah, we do. Wait a minute, Poppi Alpha. Of course. Okay, so again, taking this. Because we have a Crit Mithra on our team, it shouldn't be that difficult for Rex to build up for the Electric. And we can build that Electric, so... Okay, so there's gonna be a Doom coming in. I'm gonna have to start going on Clerical duty again. Both of them, goodness. That's unfortunate. Here we go. Okay, so my priority at this point will just be to do this. I couldn't do the team heal in time. Here we go. Oh no, oh, that was a mistake. Mistake was made. Okay, heal and run to the potion. Go. Oh, that was a close one. I made a big mistake for that one. Okay, Black Abyss. Okay. So one of the other things too about Poppi QT, like I said earlier, a bit of a middle ground when it comes to all the other Poppis. So it's more like you're switching into her. Again, she does have that flash drive ability, meaning that she kind of was meant to be switched in quickly, then switched out. But as a solo blade in and of herself, she can still hold her own. It's just that her damage isn't anything too impressive. Again, like I said, patching up any holes that you find within your party. Okay, so we're gonna play a little safe right now. We have ourselves 2 orbs. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let ourselves get healed. So yeah, we're full-on tanking duty while having some healing on the side. Oh, I couldn't heal it in time. Well, looks like we're doing this again. Okay, I'll see if I can... Yeah, you know what, we have a crit build. And the thing about crit builds is that they're very, very good at building up special meter. So we should be getting our electric orb right after this. and hopefully after that we shouldn't have any trouble. Also, the thing is too, I'm actually consciously avoiding using. I'm actually consciously avoiding using Poppi QT Pie just because that would completely change how this encounter is gonna go. Because, you know, she can already solo it without any trouble, or solo this boss without any trouble. So yeah, just so you guys know. But although we might have to use her in the chain attack, if you guys don't mind. Hopefully you don't mind. I'm not even sure why I'm expecting an answer. I'm used to streaming so many times. Oh boy. Okay, we won't be helpful. Yeah, I blew the attack. I blew my evasion. Here we go. So here comes some more invisibility. This should be enough to at least build us at least 1/3 left, right? For our party gauge. Only one way to find out. Also, the nice thing about having the Tashion chip is that it does make things a little bit easier. One of the main complaints about playing as Tora is the fact that the ability to keep aggro can be a little bit tricky. So yeah, so you see we still have lost it. But that doesn't matter, we have Titan's Awakening, and we're just going to go ahead and press that plus button and see if we can close out this match. So that's kind of the thing though. Poppi QT, again, she is sort of that middle ground that you would have if you feel that your team is missing something, like on the elemental side, or if you need a reliable smash. Again, that's kind of what her thing is. Yeah, let's have this. We have another light element on our team, so we can reliably break it, but Zenobia did it for us anyway. And yeah, just have Vess. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, probably gonna rely on Zenobia and Poppi QT Pie for damage. And if this isn't killed, that's okay. Then we can just keep on going, because we do have a QT Pie on our team. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to... Oh yeah, okay, no, this shouldn't be a problem. It's just that for the next round, we won't be able to use Mithra or Zenobia. Or sorry, or the round after this one, rather. Here we go. Yeah, this should be a kill. Honestly, like, look how many times we're going to use Poppi QT Pie. So that's one of the things, too. It sort of just complements or fills out the ensemble that you've built for your Tora. So, in terms of, like, priority, because I know that a lot of people complain about Tiger. I do have my complaints about it, too. Basically, in order of priority, Alpha isn't that difficult to build, so feel free to build her first. But if not, then go for the Poppi QT Pie immediately. So, let's just go ahead and do this. But yeah, hopefully that pretty much answers it, though. A lot of people have been asking for this particular showcase, and it's not that I didn't want to, because I love all the Poppi forms. Not equally, but, like, love them. It's just that I was trying to figure out what she could do, what her niche was, and I think at this point I can just honestly say that I think her niche is that she doesn't really have a niche. She's just sort of the band-aid or the filler, you know? So that's kind of what it is, though. And honestly, that doesn't mean that she's bad. It just means that, you know, on a driver who has only exclusive blades to work with, you just have to make her work for you, or make it work for whatever your party needs at the time. And in this case, it is a reliable healer. So guys, thanks very, very much for joining me for today's showcase, and I think we're basically out of blades, unless you guys want me to cover whoever's left. I haven't been, like, all the ones that we've done are kind of in order of how much in demand they were. But if you guys want to see more of those blades, then we'll keep on going. We might even go back and update some of the ones that we did earlier on in the channel. Back when the game was originally released, we might actually do a do-over. But otherwise, though, that should basically be about it. All that's left is going to be boss stuff and some New Game Plus stuff that's on the way, too. I hope you guys are excited about that when we get 3 accessory slots, finally. And also, there are going to be the DLC blades to look forward to. But, yeah, this was a lot of fun, though. I'll keep making the showcases if you guys keep watching them. And if that happens, I'm more than happy to make some more, if you guys can watch them. So, guys, thanks very, very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.